Good morning. It's so easy to be amazed and feel a sense of awe when one looks with open eyes and open heart to all that there is. I just was on my balcony where I've planted zinnias, and it was a seed package of a variety of a blend. And just to see all the different colors and even the shapes of the flowers, it's really not only fascinating but humbling to see how much variety there is in our world. This is just one little thing. When one then takes their eyes from the beauty of the flowers and looks out into the distance and into the sky, the clouds, the sun, depending on what time of day, the moon, the stars, and in between, all the buildings or fields, the human activity or nature. Really awe-inspiring just to be a part of all of this, because nothing is granted to us. We are given a gift of life. And it would be best if we, in my opinion, considered life as this, as a gift. Something to be profoundly appreciative of. Being in awe, having a sense of reverence and amazement is a great way to describe a feeling one can have. Being here now, a bundle of miracles, as we are, when we take this moment and expand it, increasing our perspective to consider the element of time. It is not just in this moment we are gazing or thinking about something, it's spreading it out over millions and billions of what we call years. Again, a feeling of awe is easily attainable when we do this, when we consider evolution of mankind, of Homo sapiens. An opportunity arises to again feel a sense of reverence and amazement and appreciation at what's occurred, of where we are and whom we are today. Let's just make sure that we're all settled and on the same page, comfortably postured, ready and able to be focusing and relaxed, feeling calm, undisturbed. Being aware as we are ascertaining our postures and our environment, we're thinking about our physicality, our bodies, and our minds. Being aware of the textures that we're feeling with our skin, be it one's feet or one's buttocks or oneself lying down. Being aware of the warmth that's emanating from inside of ourselves, making its way into the air that surrounds us. Being aware of some of the bodily processes we share. Being aware of one's breath, rising and subsiding. Being aware of one's pulse, pushing blood through our arteries and veins. Being aware of the other energies emanating inside and causing our body to vibrate. Gently understood, but nonetheless becoming more sensitive to all of these things as best one can simultaneously, in ecstasy, if you wish, and awe, being aware of the vitality of one's human spirit as we proceed moment by moment in this universe. I wrote down something this morning. One can think of themselves as a newly prepared, fertile bed in a garden. What I mean by this is when one wakes up in the morning, oftentimes, hopefully, usually, we have a clean slate. The things we went to bed with have been reconciled. We're ready for a new beginning. And it's good then at this point further to pay attention to what your mind and your body is telling us. What are these two parts of our being saying? Listening, and in one's own meditation, to not only pay attention to, but look for solutions to further help us evolve. And it doesn't need to be you are thinking about evolving over a period of time and this is what I want to be, in quotes. It's a question of what I am going to be now. Because now is the first moment in one's future. If you can ride each moment as a unique moment in time, because we do, then this is all the control one needs. Right? Think about this. Learning to sip our thoughts, SIP, like through a straw, that we are focusing our attention upon what we're thinking. Similar to a phrase that I was thinking of the other day, which is managing one's consciousness. But we need to filter what we're thinking is I guess another way of putting it in simple terms. I wrote this also today. Sip your thoughts as they arise. Don't just allow the helter-skelter access to your consciousness. Ask oneself, why? Right? What are we allowing ourselves to think? We need to filter what we think. We filter our thoughts in some ways. You know, we keep a lid on getting too angry or too involved with something or another, an emotion or a concept. But we don't think of it in a lot of the things that we do every day. But if we filter our thoughts or sip our thoughts rather than just go helter-skelter into some grand drama or fantasy, positive or negative, we'll be better off for it. And then I wrote this: what are we consuming in a mental way or in a physical way? What are you and I, us, feeding ourselves? What are we putting into our mouths, for instance, into our bellies? Are we being cognizant of this? Are we rationing the bad things that we consume and working on implementing a better diet for ourselves of the good things? Similarly with our thinking, are we doing the same thing? Are we allowing negativity and fantasies which are not healthy or not possible to be? Or are we being realistic? And yes, setting goals and aspirations, but keeping a handle on ourselves, living in the moment now, and not in some future that may or may not be. We need to be careful about these things. Ask yourself why. you're thinking in these ways, or eating in these ways, or being in these ways, to find solutions, not to be angry or disappointed, but to be understanding and to be kind, to be gentle with oneself, to be helpful to oneself in both a physical and a mental way. This is what the purpose of mindful meditation is to reconcile everything that we are doing and to make little steps of improvement. And to be understanding enough that when we falter or make a wrong turn or make a bad decision, we have enough sense and capacity to have clarity, to find equanimity, to find peace. We can then have an aha moment and say, wait a minute, this isn't right, and change. Or this is great what I'm doing. Let's continue and build upon this positive momentum that I'm creating. This is the purpose of mindful meditation. To be calm and to be peaceful, to learn how to focus one's mind. These characteristics are fabulous as a beginning. But just that. There need be a purpose attached to being able to do this. And this is finding greater virtuosity in one's own personality. Finding those areas where we need seek improvement and seeking. And this can be as little as just the thought, the awareness that we gain. Listening to oneself as one awakens. You will find your greater being giving you all kinds of wonderful help. Remembering, we are not just this biological age of this life. We are millions of generations of evolution. And as much as we know, as much as we think, there is a great part of us we are relatively ignorant of. Everything that has come before, all the lives that have contributed to our own, being humble. When we say a sacred phrase, for instance mine, we are here now, bundles of miracles. Well, we get that. Having evolved over millions of years, for sure these things are miraculous. Humbled by the immensity of creation. We're part of creation. We are part of that immensity that we should and need to be humbled before. For all we are part of, directly, uniquely, each of us, as well as the conceptualization of our universe in time and space. And being positive, thankful for this opportunity to thrive like the flowers outside, the zinnias. But yet everything needs to be nurtured. The flowers need to be watered or they die. We need to nurture ourselves, our bodies, as well as our minds. We need to cultivate ourselves. We need to be as wise and as careful and as consistent as we can be. Thinking about these things, please, as one goes through one's day. The music's going to continue for around another minute. Please consider what we've been talking about. Namaste.